Hey Renegades, it's Sean C. Smith, and just got back home after the frigid trip to and from Bridgestone. The first time I've walked into Bridgestone Arena and found it warmer than outside of Bridgestone Arena, but nonetheless, the Predators put on a pretty good show tonight against the Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to be honest, they came out of the gate looking pretty hot. Ice was definitely tilted in their favor until it seems like the Avalanche decided to respond after Matt Duchene's goal that came a few seconds after the power play expired. Which, you know what, I'd say there were still four Avalanche in that zone defending when it happened. We could call it a power play goal, and that's kind of the story. Is the power play has looked good. I'm not really sure what's changed. There's a lot more action going on, not as much stuff happening down at the perimeter there and on the blue line, but I definitely like what's happening. I'm not an expert here in all this stuff about. We're going to start over. Yeah, Charlie, I'm going to start over. Tactics is the word I was looking for. Thanks, Charlie. Hey, Renegade, Sean Smith. Just got back from a frigid trip to and from Bridgestone Arena. The first time I've entered Bridgestone Arena to find it warmer than outside. Definitely refreshing to walk into that warm arena covered in ice to warm up from the winter Arctic chill outside. And let's talk about the performance the Predators had against the Colorado Avalanche tonight. Avalanche still a little banged up, missing Nathan MacKinnon. Definitely a big blow to them and their power play. The Avalanche power play did not look great, did not look like its usual productive self. But you know whose power play did look pretty good was the Nashville Predators. And I'm going to say this, that second goal, the Duchene goal, yes, the power play had been over for 2 seconds. But you know, realistically, that goal was the result of their power play. And look, I'm not an expert on hockey tactics. I can't tell you exactly what's happening with that power play, but I'm going to tell you that they've definitely made some changes, and they definitely seem to be paying off. I think everybody in Nashville is a little bit relieved when you see power play goals popping up. That way, the power play doesn't seem like such a letdown as it has, historically speaking, recently. But you know, I'm going to say this. The Predators came out of the gate looking pretty hot. They looked good. They looked like they were definitely pushing. The Avalanche had to fight to get out of their defensive zone and get into the Preds' offensive zone. And I will tell you, it really looked like the Predators were overwhelming the team, stifling every chance they had to get through the neutral zone and enter into their offensive zone. But, you know, after that Duchene goal, it seemed like things shifted. It's almost like the Avalanche flipped a switch, tied the game up, and then it seemed there in overtime like things were going well, and then suddenly they weren't. And that's what happened. You know, a high volume of shots allowed on Saros. Saros battled valiantly all night, at one point having to shake off his mask after taking a direct hit with the straps popping loose. Pretty scary moment there for Saros, who still managed to bring that puck down with his shoulder blades and cover it to freeze the play there and get a much-needed stoppage to get his helmet back on. That's never anything you want to see as a goalie with their helmet off. I don't care if it's your goalie or another goalie. It doesn't matter. That's never a good situation. But the long and short of it is, at the end of the night, the Predators come away with 1 point. Now, that breaks their winning streak, and of course their winning streak was lowly at 2 in a row. But again, 1 point coming away from a tilt with the defending Stanley Cup champions, even a little banged up, isn't the worst outcome you could expect from the night. The Predators showed up and they played a good game. They got away from it for a little bit, but then they got back into it. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too late. Now, that being said, we're headed into the holidays. We're headed into Christmas. So for those of you who celebrate, Merry Christmas to you. For those of you who don't celebrate, just enjoy, hopefully, a break from work. And Charlie, I want you and your family, I know that you guys are a big Christmas decorating family, so I know that you've done a lot of work there around the bunker to get things ready for Christmas. So you guys enjoy your Christmas. And to all of the renegades out there, see ya on the flip side.